Hi everyone, welcome to our physics class. In the previous class, we have studied about distance. It is also called path length. What is the meaning of distance? The length of path covered by a particle in certain time without considering the direction. And displacement is the shortest distance between initial and final position. Distance is scalar, displacement is vector, distance is always positive, displacement can be positive or negative or zero. So and then speed and different types of speed. What is the meaning of speed? Speed is the distance covered per unit time, the time rate of change of position without consider direction, or simply the distance covered per unit time is called the speed. Speed is a scalar physical quantity. The instrument used to measure speed of the moving object is called speedometer. Speedometer is an instrument used to measure the speed of the moving object. Also, we have studied different types of speed. One is average speed, that is total distance traveled by a particle divided by total time taken, and uniform speed. That means if a particle covers equal distances in equal intervals of time, so when a particle is said to be moving with a non-uniform speed, if it covers unequal distances in equal intervals of time, so the speed of a particle at any instant of time, that is called instantaneous speed. So this is motion along a straight line part 3. Okay, well, let's start today's class. So in this class, first let us discuss about the next very important topic, that is velocity. So velocity means the time rate of change of position, the time rate of change of position along a fixed direction. So velocity is a vector physical quantity. Velocity having both magnitude and also the direction. But speed is scalar. Okay. Or simply velocity. Velocity is displacement. Displacement per unit time. Displacement per unit time. And this is also measured in terms of meter per second. Displacement is measured in terms of meter, time is measured in terms of second. So meter per second, this is the SI unit of velocity. So what is the meaning of velocity? Velocity means the time rate of change of position along a fixed direction, or simply displacement per unit time. The velocity is which type of physical quantity? Velocity is a vector. Velocity is a vector physical quantity. Okay, so the next, let us discuss about the different types of velocity. Different types of velocity. The first one is uniform velocity. When a particle is said to be moving with uniform velocity. If a particle covers equal displacements in equal intervals of time. So here first let us consider a graph of displacement versus time. So after that, let us choose the scale. So this is x-axis and this one is the y-axis. So let us choose the scale. So x-axis 1 unit 1 unit is equal to 1 second. The time is measured in terms of second. Okay, so this is a fast unit. What is this? Origin 0. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, right? So, and y-axis, let us consider 1 unit as equal to 1 meter. So 1 unit is 1 meter, 2 units 2 meter, 3 units 3 meter, 4 units 4 meter. So this is measured in terms of meter. Okay, so when a particle is said to be moving with uniform velocity, if it covers equal displacements in equal intervals of time. If a particle covers equal displacements in equal intervals of time, so then the particle is said to be moving with uniform velocity. And the second one is non-uniform. Non-uniform velocity. Non-uniform velocity means if a particle covers unequal displacements, the particle covers unequal displacements in equal intervals of time, or if a particle covers equal displacements in unequal intervals of time, or if a particle covers unequal displacements in unequal intervals of time, that is actually called the non-uniform velocity. And the next term that is very important, average average velocity. Average velocity. So the symbolic representation of average velocity is v bar. Symbolic representation of velocity is v. Okay, what is the expression for velocity? So velocity is displacement per unit time. Velocity is the time rate of change of position, along a fixed direction, or simply displacement per unit time. Okay, so average velocity is equal to average velocity, that is equal to total displacement divided by total displacement divided by total time taken. Total displacement divided by total time taken. Okay, the first here, let us choose the two observation points. This is the point A, this one is the point B. So actually A is the initial position of a particle, B is the final position of a particle. Okay, the point A corresponding time, that is initial time, that is how much? That is t1 is equal to 1 second. So this is initial time. So the corresponding displacement is the initial displacement. Let us consider it is x1 is equal to 1 meter. Okay, so the point B corresponding time is the final time, is it not? Let us consider the final time, that is t2 is equal to 3 seconds, and the corresponding displacement, that is x2, that is equal to 3 meter. Okay, so here we have to calculate the average velocity. The average velocity is total displacement divided by total time taken. So here the particle traveling from point A to point B. So the initial displacement of the particle is 1 meter, initial time is 1 second, the final displacement of the particle is 3 meter, and the final time, that is 3 seconds. So actually here we have to calculate the slope of this graph. So what is the meaning of slope? Slope means that is the ratio of vertical distance divided by horizontal distance between 2 points on a straight line. Okay, slope is the ratio of vertical distance, so that is BC divided by horizontal distance, that is AC. Okay, slope is the ratio of vertical distance divided by horizontal distance between 2 points on a straight line. That is the meaning of slope. What is the meaning of slope? Slope is the ratio of vertical distance divided by horizontal distance between 2 points on a straight line. So here BC value, BC is x2 minus x1. Okay, AC is T2 minus T1. So this can also be written in the form of delta X divided by delta T. Delta X means change in displacement. Delta T means change in time. So X2 value is 3. X1 value is 1. Okay. X2 minus X1, that is 3 minus 1. This is in terms of meter. T2 minus T1, that is T2 is 3 seconds, T1 is 1 second. That is 3 minus 1 second. So 3 minus 1 is 2 meter, and this is 2 second. So 2 get cancels. So finally we will get 1 meter per second. So this is actually the average velocity. So slope of xt graph, displacement time graph, gives which type of physical quantity? That is velocity. Is it not? So this point is very, very important. Okay. Slope of xt graph. Slope of xt graph. That means displacement time graph gives what? Velocity. Slope of displacement time graph gives the velocity. Actually, this is average velocity. So the mathematical expression for average velocity is x2 minus x1 divided by t2 minus t1, or simply delta x divided by delta t. What is the meaning of average velocity? Average velocity is the ratio of total displacement to the total time taken. Okay. And the next type, that is instantaneous velocity. Instantaneous velocity. Instantaneous velocity means the velocity of a particle at any instant of time. Velocity of a particle at any instant of time. The mathematical expression for instantaneous velocity is limit of delta x tends to 0. That means change in displacement is almost equal to 0, tends to 0. So delta x divided by delta t, that is equal to dx divided by dt. So this is the mathematical expression for instantaneous velocity. So what is the meaning of velocity? Velocity means the time rate of change. Time rate of change of position along a fixed direction. Time rate of change of position along a fixed direction, or simply displacement per unit time is called velocity. So different types of velocity. Number one is uniform velocity. When a particle is said to be moving with uniform velocity, if it covers equal displacements in equal intervals of time, so then the particle is said to be moving with uniform velocity. So when a particle is said to be moving with non-uniform velocity, if a particle covers equal displacements in unequal intervals of time, or unequal displacements in equal intervals of time, or if it covers unequal displacements in unequal intervals of time. So average velocity means that is the ratio of total displacement to the total time taken. Instantaneous velocity means the velocity of a particle at any instant of time. So what are the main differences between velocity and speed? That is very important. The differences between speed and velocity. So speed is distance traveled per unit time. Distance per unit time. Velocity is displacement per unit time. Speed is a scalar. Speed is a scalar physical quantity. The velocity is a vector physical quantity. And speed is always positive. Velocity can be positive or negative or zero. Okay. So what is the meaning of speed? Distance covered per unit time. Velocity, displacement per unit time. Speed is a scalar. Velocity is a vector. Speed is always positive. Velocity can be positive or negative or zero. So these are the main differences between speed and velocity, and this is very important for 3 mark. Okay. Speed having only magnitude, but velocity having both magnitude and also the direction. So these are the main differences between speed and velocity. Okay, now let us discuss about a numerical. That is, a boy runs from his home to the market 1 kilometer away. He reaches the market in 30 minutes. Seeing the market closed, he at once runs back to his home and stops after 15 minutes at his friend's house, which is off kilometer away from the market, to calculate his average speed and magnitude of average velocity during the whole journey. So in this problem, we have to calculate the average velocity and the average speed. Okay. So first here, let us consider the 3 locations. Okay. The first one is home. Okay. And this is market. So what is the distance from home to market? The distance from home to market. What is the distance from home to market? The distance from home to market, that is 1 kilometer. Is it not? A boy runs from his home to the market 1 kilometer away. That means the distance from home to market, that is 1 kilometer. Okay. The time taken by the boy to run from home to market, that is 30 minutes. Okay. And now consider one more location, that is friend's house. Okay, F is the friend's house. Seeing the market closed, he at once runs back to his home and stops after 15 minutes at his friend's house, which is half kilometer away from the market. So what is the distance from friend's house to the market? The distance from the friend's house to market. So this is half kilometer. Is it not? The distance from friend's house to the market. This is half kilometer. Okay. So first here, let us calculate the average speed. So what is the meaning of average speed? The average speed is total distance. Total distance. So here total distance traveled by the boy. Total distance traveled by the boy, that is home to market and market to friend's house. Is it not? That means HM. What is the meaning of total distance? Length of path covered by boy here. So HM plus MF. HM, that is 1 kilometer. So MF distance is half kilometer, that is 0.5. So the total distance traveled is 1.5 kilometer. So what is the total time taken? Total time taken. So time taken by the boy to travel from home to market is 30 minutes, and market to friend's house is how much? That is 15 minutes. Okay. So total time is 30 minutes plus 15 minutes. 30 minutes plus 15 minutes. So that is actually 45 minutes. So in terms of hours, so 45 minute means 3 by 4 hour, right? 45 minute means 3 by 4 hour, because 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So 1 minute is equal to 1 by 60 hour. So here time is 45 minutes. So 45 45 minute is 1 by 60. What is the meaning of minute? 1 by 60 hour. So 45 into minute is 1 divided by 60 hour. 15 3s are 15 4s are. So this is 3 by 4 hour. Okay. So the average speed, average, this first step, and this is the solution. So average speed is equal to total distance traveled is 1.5 kilometer divided by total time taken is 3 by 4 hour. So 1.5, so that can also be written in the form of 3 by 2 kilometer divided by 3 by 4 hour. Okay, so 3 by 2 into 3 by 4, that is shifted to the numerator. What happens? 4 by 3. So what is the unit? Kilometer per hour. 3 get cancels here. 2 1s are, 2 2s are. So average speed is 2 kilometer per hour. So this is the average speed of the ball. Okay. So after that, let us calculate the average velocity. So average velocity, average velocity, that is equal to total displacement divided by total time. So here, what is the displacement? So actually, h is the initial position of the ball, f is the final position. So displacement is the shortest distance between initial and final position. So here total displacement is hf divided by total time, that is same, 3 by 4 hour. So hf is half kilometer, is it not? 1 by 2 kilometer divided by 3 by 4 hour. This is 1 by 2 into, this is shifted to the numerator. What happens? 4 by 3. What is the unit? Kilometer per hour. 1 zo, so 2 zo. 2 by 3 kilometer per hour. 2 by 3 is 0.6666, right? Kilometer per hour. Approximately this is 0.67, 0. Round off these two digits, 0.67 kilometer per hour. So this is the average velocity of the ball. This is average speed. This one is average velocity. Okay. Okay. Thank you.